Good morning. I'm Mike Moon, and I have here with me Tim Rimley. Tim Rimley is the state representative representing the 6th District in Missouri. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, Mike.
Tim, we've come across a problem we have in Missouri that is regarding wastewater. Can you describe what the problem is?
Well, the wastewater, the EPA has set some rules that they're wanting to enforce on the country and communities across the country, and Missouri is part of that. So we're seeing some regulations that are pretty stiff.
You say that the EPA is enforcing rules. How's the EPA coming into Missouri?
Well, they're saying under the Clean Water Act, but at the same time, you know, they're kind of unclear what they are requiring now.
And so they're actually working through the Department of Natural Resources too, though, right? We call them the DNR.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So the DNR is essentially enforcing the EPA ruling.
Yes, that we have to come up with our own plan, and then the EPA approves the plan that the DNR comes up with.
Yeah. One of the problems I'm specifically aware of is regarding the ammonia. And are there certain limits that they're asking different municipalities and their wastewater treatment plants to stay under?
Yeah, they're actually, the DNR would like to see us get down to 0.6 at some point, which is pretty low.
Yeah.
And that's what some of these heavy regulations are for our communities across our state, which is causing great cost to our communities.
So you mentioned cost. I think there are about 364 different communities across the state who are under this mandate to treat their wastewater and get it below that, eventually the 0.6. I think it's 1.8 now, but eventually 0.6. Is this going to be cheap for them to do?
No, it's actually costing hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it goes into the billions of dollars. And it's putting our communities at great distress, actually, because a lot of our small communities where they're seeing such, the engineers are charging big amounts of money. And one community I know went into the red over it that had always had a sound base financially, and now they're in the red over it.
Well, I know we have one particular city in Lawrence County, the 157th Legislative District, that's under the gun too, and they have a high financial burden placed on them by the DNR in their affordability study. But recently, you've come across, as opposed to the mechanical means, actually fixing and building a new plant, there is another way to treat this that's not so costly. Can you describe that?
Okay, I will. I've been looking at this for over a year, and through a lot of miles traveled and study, I ran across a company, and there's 3 companies now that I know of. But this one company I just took an interest in because they've had such success with it. It's biological, and what they have done is just unreal. And it is so cheap for our communities, and it's not only safe to the environment, but it is saving communities millions of dollars. They actually have been using it in the state of Missouri in some of our communities since 2014. So I mean, it is been proven. It's working, and this company is actually doing biologicals in 35 states. One state has actually approved their method as a source that they can use in their state, and they recognize it as a very safe alternative. And what this process does is unbelievable, and it's not only for our community, but also in ag, for our hog confinements, and just amazing results.
Yeah. And it's all environmentally safe. And one thing that really piqued my interest is it's much, much cheaper. I think I heard one of the representatives from the company say that it's $40 per treatment, and that could be a monthly treatment. So $40 a month as compared to essentially millions of dollars that they might have to burden their citizens with. That sounds like a pretty good option.
Well, that's why I was so excited about it. And, we'll see some communities, depending on, they'll have to get to a certain level to maintain those safe levels. You can see the product is about $38, $40 a gallon. And you can see a community, in some instances, get $40 a week, and even $100 $160 a month versus, the thousand, actually millions. I know a community is looking at a $3.1 million loan, and to do these systems that even after we've had communities we've heard that have put the systems in that is approved by the DNR, but yet they still are regulated and still required to do certain things.
Well, at $40 a gallon, even if they use several gallons a month, that's considerably lower than potentially millions. And Tim, why does it require the state law? Because I understand that you are working on a bill that would require the DNR to make this an available option. Why does it require a bill to get that done?
Well, right now they're not offering that option in their mix, and they want it to be mechanical, or a light system. They have some systems they like. They're more used to that, and it's something they're requiring, and I just want them to be able to offer the communities the option of biological methods, and add that in their mix, because it's been used in so many areas. This product cleaned up, they use this product to clean up the BP oil spill, the problems Katrina, and they're currently using in the Rio Grande River to clean it up. That's what, and the EPA has looked at this. I mean, they're using it, and so why not offer for the state of Missouri?
Well, it sounds like a great alternative, and hopefully will relieve the financial burden on some of these smaller cities, ones like Miller and some of the communities you have up in your district as well. Thank you for your work on this. And folks, there you have it. The big ugly head of big government, even in Missouri, rearing its head, and Representative Rimley is working to put that to a stop. So I hope you'll stay tuned to the problems that we're having in Missouri, especially with the DNR and wastewater treatment. And Representative Rimley, how can folks follow you?
I have a Facebook page and also a political page.
Good. And I hope you'll continue to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.